Hello and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It's Thursday the 4th of April 2024 and we're approaching 8:15 in the morning, and we're going to do these selections from the now depleted meetings today, because you can see at the bottom there that Warwick has been abandoned, and we had a couple of good bets at Warwick as well, so we're going to have to redo the naps table and everything else as well. But we're going to start with Lingfield. We do it in as they kick off. Now, I didn't do any Irish racing because it took long enough to do the other four, but I will perhaps look into that a little bit later. Perhaps I might add them in. I'll see how many runners there are in the meeting. We'll do that quickly now. You see, this is what I don't like. 22 runners, 20 runners, 25 runners, 25 runners, 23 runners. That takes you in the region of 30 to 40 minutes to do one race. So that I will definitely not be doing. And let's have a look at Clonmel. Yeah, it's a possibility. I will look at Clonmel. So we'll start at Lingfield today. And then you can see they've got a 7-race card. And we're going to start with the 150. Now don't forget what I said from yesterday, is that if a horse hasn't run 3 times under rules, then I won't be doing that race. We need to narrow it down just a little bit on the selections. I don't mind doing more races, but I just need to sort of like not do as many races where sometimes you get a lot of odds on favourites, and we don't really want to be doing those. So let's start off with the 150. Top selection here is Epic Express. And we're going to use Matchbook. As I said to you, I prefer this than any other site just for the layout. That's all it is. Right, Epic Express, that's trading currently at 3.95. Remember, the over round is not going to be anywhere near what it is closer to the race. So my advice, if you're sort of following me or doing something similar, then don't bet if you're doing numerous horses. So we'll say 3.95 then for Epic Express. And the stakes there would be £25.32 to return £100. And our second selection would be Arctician. And Arctician, that is 10. And stakes of £10 would return £100. And our third selection is Jungle Charm. And Jungle Charm, that's currently 18. And stakes of £5.56 would return £100. So let's just have a quick look. We've laid out 40.87, and that will leave us £9.13 to trade. And then we'll look at Tiger Bay, and that is at the moment 5.8. And it says £17.24. Well, we've just gone through it. £9.13 would be the most we could have on that selection, and that would be the £50 stake. So we'll bring it into play the calculator for the last one, which is Tiger Bay, and £9.13 times 5.8 would give us a return of £52.95. So the good thing about that, of course, is that we get our money back, and we still have 3 running for us, which are Epic Express, Arctician, and Jungle Charm. One of those 3 wins, it would return £100. So we'll go back into the Racing Post. No interest in the 220. And the 250 will be our next betting race. And in this race we've got Princess in Rome. So we'll go into Matchbook, into the 250, and Princess in Rome, currently favourite, and that's trading at 3.2. Stakes of £31.25, would return £100. And our second selection will be Lumiere d'Or. And Lumiere d'Or, that's second favourite, and that's currently trading 4.3. So stakes of 23.26 won't be done. We've got £18.75 left, and that will be our last bet for this race. So Lumiere d'Or, we've got £18.75, and we're going to times that by the price of 4.3, and that would return us £80.62, so it would be a good enough profit there. And Princess in Rome, that would return us £100. Then moving into the next race there, which will be the 320 11 horse handicap. No non-runners as it stands. And our first selection is Yeoman. So into the 320 here, and Yeoman at the moment, that's trading at 8. So stakes here of £12.50 would return us £100. Our second selection is Cosmos Raj. In Cosmos Raj, this is 7.8, and stakes at £12.82 would return us £100. And our third selection is Dutch Kingdom. Dutch Kingdom, this is 8.6, and stakes of £11.63 would return us £100. And we've got £13.05 left to trade. And our fourth horse is Franceschi, and this is currently top of the market at 4.7. And it would have needed £21.28, but as we just discussed, we've only got £13.05 left. So that's our £50 stakes. And Franceschi, £13.05. We're going to times that by the price of 4.7, and that will return us £61.33. So again, it will be money back plus 10, and that means we've got 3 running for us: Yeoman, Cosmos Raj, and Dutch Kingdom. One of those 3 would return £100. And now we're looking in the 350, where we've got 8 going to post here for a handicap. And our number 1 selection is Lil Guff. Let's go into Matchbook once more. And Lil Guff is, well, I say at the top, is not really in order. So Lil Guff at the moment, this is trading at 6, and stakes of £16.67 would return £100. And then we've got Isle of Lismore. Isle of Lismore, that's currently 16, so stakes of £6.25 would return £100. And our third selection, Star of Lady M. And Star of Lady M is at 4.9, and stakes of £20.41 would return £100. And that leaves us now £6.68. And our fourth selection is Moulin Rouge. And Moulin Rouge, and that's currently 5 at the moment. So £6.68 will be our maximum stake at 5. So we'll just do this one again. That's Moulin Rouge, £6.68 stake times the 5 price would return us 33.34, so a loss of £17. But we do have 3 running for us, and that's Little Guff, Isle of Lismore, Star of Lady M. One of those 3 would return us £100. Then you can see there's a no bet in the 425, and the 5 o'clock just forego the post here, so an all up to win race. And our top selection in the 5 o'clock is going to be Road to Wembley. Road to Wembley, that's trading at 2.22, and stakes of £45.05 would return us £100. And our second selection would be Chiefman, and Chiefman is the favourite at 2.06, but there's not a lot between them both. And £4.95 have to be the stake there. We don't have anything else. So Chiefman, £4.95 times 2.06 for the price would return us £10.19. So we would make a £40 loss, but we do have Road to Wembley that would return us £100. And that's the last race at Lingfield. I think I clicked that twice. Sometimes when you click to save a couple of times, it takes a bit of time to sort itself out. So we'll go back into Lingfield and we'll look there. So yeah, there's plenty of runners to be choosing from at Lingfield today. Not a bad card. Right, that seems to have sorted itself. So we'll go back and do a recap. 150 at Lingfield. We've got 3 here: Epic Express, Artisan, and Jungle Charm. One of those 3 would return us £100, and Tiger Bay would be the lower amount. The 220 would be no bet. The 250, you've got 1 running for us here of Princess in Rome to return £100, and Lumiere d'Or would be the lesser amount. Into the 320, we've got 3 running for us: Yeoman, Cosmos Raj, and Dutch Kingdom. One of those 3 would return £100, and Franceschi would be the lower amount. Into the 350, we've got 3 going for us here: Lil Guff, Isle of Lismore, Star of Lady M, and Moulin Rouge would be the lower amount. Then we've got no bet in the 425, and the last race, we've got 1 running for us: Road to Wembley will return £100, and Chiefman would be the lower amount. So that's everything from Lingfield today. Don't forget, when we were on the meetings there, Warwick has been abandoned today. So if you did have any selections from that meeting, remember that has been abandoned. So we'll be back tonight for the results show. So come and join us for there. We did manage to get a win yesterday, so it's brought us back in it a little bit. We're still, I mean, if you were doing this for £1, after the first 2 days we were £11.38 down, and that was for pound stakes. And after last night we're now £8.38. So, oh sorry, £8.58. £8.58 behind. So we've still got a little way to go before we can get back to levels, but we don't know what's going to happen today. So other than that, I'll catch up with you this evening, and good luck with your punting.